Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So for this week's reading vlog, I have decided that I want to do another mood reading vlog because I am not gonna lie, I think I'm getting myself into a bit of a reading slump at the minute just because I'm not having the urge to pick up a book at the minute. So you know, I thought a mood reading vlog is exactly what I needed, and there's a few books that are on my February TBR that I'm very excited to read, and also one book that has just come out very recently that I really want to read. So I'm going to show you my hopefuls for this week, but as I said, it's mood reading, so I can kind of just read whatever I want. So like I said, these are hopefuls for this week that are ones that I think I might want to read because they are ones that have been catching my attention recently. But there's also a couple that aren't on my TBR for February, and then, well, there's one on my TBR that isn't from February, and then one that is a new release that I'm very excited about, which I think is probably going to be the first book I read this week just because I've been really wanting to read it. But the three off my physical TBR that I think I want to try and read this week, if I'm in the mood for them, is Keep Me Never by Megan Brandy. This is the fourth and final book in the Boys of Avix series, and I really want to see if I like this one more than I did book 3 because I really didn't like book 3 all that much. And then we have Dust Storm by Maggie Gates. I read the back of this. It's single parent, it's yeehaw, it looks fun. I'm excited for this, and also I know I like Maggie Gates' writing because I've read another one of her books and I really enjoyed it. And then slightly different but also still on my February TBR, we have The Luminaries by Susan Dennard. I read the back of this very recently and I've heard very good things about this book, and I just really want to read it because it sounds so interesting, and when I read the blurb it automatically sucked me in and it made me want to pick up the book. So this is one I definitely think I wanted to pick up at some point, hopefully this week. And then the one that's on my physical TBR but isn't part of my February TBR, we have Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. This is the third book in the Part of Your World series. You don't have to read the Part of Your World series in order. I just have because my brain tells me that whenever there's an interconnected standalone series, I have to read it in order. But Jesus. I really want to read this because I want to finish off this little like trilogy. So that because I've got another Abby Jimenez on my shelf that I really want to pick up, which is Say You Will Remember Me, which is actually on my February TBR, but I wanted to read this one first. I don't know why, okay? And then the one that I think I'm definitely going to start with because I'm really excited to read this is The Wild Card by Stephanie Archer. This is the fifth and I think final book in the Vancouver Storm series, and I read Gloves Off very recently and I absolutely loved it. Gloves Off was my favourite book in the series so far. I fell in love with it and with the couple, and we kind of got introduced to who the next couple is going to be in that book. So I really want to read the next couple's book because it sounds really interesting. It's age gap, it's single parent, and it just seems really good and really fun. So I really want to read it. So yeah, those are the books that I'm thinking I might read this week. So we're gonna see what where my mood takes me. So yeah, I'm currently watching One Tree Hill at the minute, so I'm gonna be going back to watching that. But then later on, if I'm in the mood to read, I will probably pick up The Wild Card by Stephanie Archer, and I'll update you guys when I do get some reading done. So I didn't read anything yesterday because I ended up falling asleep really early and I just wasn't really in the mood to read, but I'm gonna be getting some reading done now while I work on my diamond art painting. I'm currently working on this section here, so I'm going to carry on working on that now, and I'm going to make a start on listening to The Wild Card by Stephanie Archer. So yeah, I think I'm gonna listen to my audiobook until I'm done with this section that I'm working on. So God knows how long this is gonna take me because diamond painting takes a long time, but when I really get into it, I, just kind of space out and I end up doing it for hours. So yeah, I'm gonna work on this and listen to my audiobook until I finish this section. Okay, so I finished the section of my diamond painting that I was doing, and I'm officially about halfway through the wild card, and I'm actually really enjoying it so far. I really like the dynamic between Tate and Jordan. It's a really fun dynamic. It's age gap. He's a single dad, which obviously is one of my favorite tropes. I love the single parent trope, and I'm just having a really good time with it. I think I'm gonna start working on the next section of my diamond art because like I'm just having a good time with it. So I think I'm gonna start working on the next part of my diamond art while I carry on listening, because I think I really want to just like read the rest of this book because I'm having a really good time with it. I'm so glad I picked this one up because I'm just genuinely enjoying it. But yeah. Although I can tell this one is a slow burn because, like I said, I'm on chapter 42 at the moment, and I'm like 44% of the way through the book, and they haven't even kissed yet. So, you know, this one's a little bit of a slow burn, but, you know. I finished that second section of my diamond painting that I said I was going to do earlier. So I only have like the bottom row of it to do now. I'm not going to carry on with that today. I'm probably going to carry on with it tomorrow and hopefully finish doing it tomorrow. But I still have like half an hour left of the audiobook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I think, colour in one of my pictures in my new colouring books that got me for Christmas while I listen to the last half an hour of the wild card. I'm thinking this book is going to be a 4-star. It's good, it's fun, but I'm not liking it as much as I did Gloves Off when I read that. But yeah, I'm gonna listen to that last half an hour now, and then I will update you guys when I'm done. So I finished reading The Wild Card by Stephanie Archer before, and I ended up giving this book a 4.75 stars. The end of it bumped up my rating a little bit. It didn't bump it up to a 5-star, but it was genuinely still a really good book, and I thought it wrapped up the series really well. This book followed Jordan, who is a bar owner who you meet in, I think, the first book, and Tate Ward, who is the coach of the Vancouver Storms team, and it is a single parent age gap romance, and honestly it was really good. I love myself a single parent romance. It's one of my favorite things to read. I enjoyed the dynamic between Jordan and Tate. It was very like bantery and funny, and he's very like sarcastic, and I really just enjoyed the relationship between them. I loved getting to see Jordan's character grow a lot and see her be able to accept that other people care about her and know that she's like worthy of other people loving her. It was really beautiful. It was genuinely such a really good book, and I'm so glad that I read it. And now that I've also finished the Vancouver Storm series, I sadly don't own the wild card yet, but I will be buying it myself soon just so I can put it on my shelf with the other ones. But yeah, so I finished that one, and I don't know what I'm going to read next. I did put a poll up on my Instagram story because I had so many ones that I wanted to read, but I didn't know which one to pick. So I put a poll up on my story to see what people say I should read. Who knows if I listen to it or not? It's me. But yeah, I think I'm gonna carry on watching some One Tree Hill for tonight, and then I'll pick up a book tomorrow. Okay, so I put a poll on my Instagram story yesterday for people to pick between Keep Me Never by Megan Brandy, The Luminaries by Suzanne Denard, Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, and I think The Bond That Burns by Briar Bollin. And the people on my Instagram picked Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. So I think I am going to read this one next. They were all ones that I wanted to read, but I wanted a bit of help choosing. So yeah, I'm going to read this one now. think I'm going to listen to the audiobook for a little bit while I do some more of my diamond painting, and then I'm going to switch to immersive reading, so I'll read along in the physical while I listen to the audiobook. Okay, so I started reading Just for the Summer last night, as you guys saw, and I got to chapter 14. And I am really enjoying this so far. I had to stop reading last night because I ran out of audiobook hours and I didn't refresh until like 11 o'clock this morning, but then, you know, I didn't read and then I had a nap this afternoon, but that is beside the point. I'm going to carry on reading this in a minute, but I just want to talk about the book, where I'm up to so far. So this book follows Justin and Emma. You meet Justin in Yours Truly. He is a friend of Bree's younger brother, and you only really get like a quick glimpse of him in Yours Truly, so I was a little bit nervous about going into this one because when I went from Part of Your World to Yours Truly, I kind of already knew Brianna pretty well, like from the bits we've seen of her, but with this book we don't really know much about the character, but I am genuinely still really enjoying this. I'm loving the dynamic between Justin and Emma, and I think they're a really fun, like, little, like, their situation is really fun and cute. So basically, like, the whole situation with this book is Justin has what he calls this curse, where basically every person he dates, after they break up with him, they end up finding their true love, and he posts about it on a Reddit thread, and basically it becomes really popular, and he gets a message of someone online who has the same problem, and that person is Emma. And basically they start like talking, and they basically decide to see if they try and like go out with each other for a while, then maybe they can break the curse, and each of their individual curses will counteract the other person's, and they'll find their true love. But things don't exactly go to plan, and a lot of stuff is apparently going to go wrong from what I know from the blurb, and honestly I'm having a lot of fun with this right now. I think the characters are fun and I like Justin and Emma so far, but yeah, no, it's really good. I'm liking it, so I think I'm going to carry on reading now. I just have one final little section of my diamond painting to do, so I think I'm gonna do this now while I listen to the audiobook, and then once I finish doing this, I'll either hopefully have a little bit of the audiobook left, so I will like just follow along in the physical, or hopefully by the time I finish this I'll be finished with the audiobook, but who knows. But, you know, I've got this tiny little bottom corner of my, well, it's not a tiny, it's the bottom corner of my diamond painting left to do, so I'm going to do this now, and then while I listen to the audiobook, and then I will update you guys probably when I'm like 50% of the way through this. Okay, so I'm officially at the 50% mark of Just for the Summer. I'm on chapter 24, and I am still enjoying this book, but the way that Emma keeps trying to push Justin away, even though it's very clear that she doesn't want to, is slightly annoying me. Because it's one of those scenarios where it's very obvious to everyone but the person that they clearly have feelings and they don't want the situation to change. So yeah, I'm just kind of like, start understanding your feelings, sweetie. I don't know, I'm enjoying it, but I'm not like in love with it. I do love Justin and I do like Emma and stuff. It's just, I'm not like obsessed with the book or the characters as of right now. But you know, like I said, I'm at the 50% mark. I've done quite a bit of my diamond painting. Bloody cars outside. Yeah, I've done a bit. Yeah, I've like made a decent start on this section here, and I've started adding in quite a few of the like diamonds and stuff, so I'm going to carry on working on that while I carry on listening to the audiobook. I'm probably going to finish the audiobook, if I'm being honest, while I'm doing this, because it's taking me... Well, now that my nose has stopped randomly bleeding, that's why it randomly cut off, because all of a sudden my nose started to bleed for some reason. Yeah, I don't even know what I was saying. Just that, yeah, I'm enjoying the book. And I'm enjoying it, but I'm not obsessed. But I'm going to carry on reading now, and I'm going to finish this section of my diamond painting. And then I will pick my next read. I'm thinking next I'm probably going to go with Keep Me Never by Megan Brandy. I seriously need to talk about the scene that I just read in this goddamn book. So, you know, if you don't want any spoilers, skip to this timestamp here. Emma's mom, Amber, is Daniel's mom from, you know, part of your world. I was not expecting that. What the it was me sitting here thinking, oh, you know, how do these characters connect so much? Because, you know, you only saw Justin for a second in Yours Truly. Found the connection. This one little bit of the book has just skyrocketed my rating. I'm not gonna lie. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. What the hell? I'm currently on chapter 41. I do not have much left of the book. I think I have around about like 60 pages left. Holy shit. Okay, so I finished reading just for the summer, and I ended up giving this a 5-star. I absolutely loved this book. It was so good. I was not expecting that ending, and I was going to like update you guys like with this quote that I wanted to read out earlier, but then obviously I got shooketh by what happened. So but this is a quote that I read and I thought it was really beautiful. Sometimes I feel like the seasons could come and go and come and go. 100 years could pass, 1,000. The ground could collapse under us. This house could crumble and go back to the earth, and we would still be standing here, frozen in time, because every second I'm with you is eternal. I've never felt anything like it. What the actual fuck? Okay, I'm taking the tab out of the book now because I just wanted to tab that so I could go back and tell you guys, but oh my god. That was such a beautiful quote and I loved it. I loved this book. It was genuinely so good. I knew I'd get a 5-star Abby Jimenez and it had to just be just for the summer. But yeah, no, I absolutely loved that book. It was so good. I'm now going to pick up my next read, which I think is going to be Keep Me Never by Megan Brandy. Also, I love how I said this year I'm going to use less audiobooks. I've used audiobooks for most of the books that I've read. But I think that's because, honestly, I've just been, like... When it comes to fantasies, I prefer to have audiobooks for fantasies. And then when I have just been reading normal books, I've just been, like, wanting to do my diamond painting. So I can't exactly read physically and do a diamond painting at the same time. But yeah, no, I'm gonna pick my next book, which is Keep Me Never, and I'm gonna make a start on that now, and then I'll update you guys when I've made a bit of progress in it. Excuse the drowned rat look. I had to wash my hair because it was disgusting. But I made a start on Keep Me Never yesterday, and I'm 95 pages in and that's been 95 pages of boredom. I'm so bored with this book. I do not want to continue it, if I'm being completely honest. But I feel like I've not given it enough of a chance yet. Like, I know I'm 95 pages in, but I feel like I need to just give it a bit more time to, like, see if I actually, you know, can have any enjoyment from this book. So I have decided that while I set up my new diamond painting, because I got a couple of new diamond paintings in the post today, I'm going to get all of my gems set up for my new diamond painting that I've got in my little storage container, and I'm going to put on the release paper for it and get all of that set up. And if by the time I finish doing that I still do not like this goddamn book, I am DNFing and I am finding something else, because genuinely I'm not putting my time and energy into a book that I just have no interest in and I'm not enjoying. So yeah, I'm going to put my headphones on, keep listening to the audiobook of it. It's been a very audiobook heavy week because I've been very much in the mood for doing my diamond painting. And if I'm trying to do a diamond painting, I can't also read physically. So, you know, oh well. So yeah, I'm going to carry on with, I'm going to set up this diamond painting, get it ready so I can make a start on it tomorrow or something, and I'm going to carry on listening to Keep Me Never. But if I'm still not enjoying it after this is all set up, which should take me around about 20 to 30 minutes, depending how fast I go, then I will be DNFing this book and we will be picking a new one. It's gonna have to be a DNF. I listened for 35, maybe 40 minutes while I got everything set up, because it apparently took me way longer to get everything set up for my diamond painting than I thought it was going to. And I'm on chapter 14 now, page 140, and I physically cannot do this anymore. I'm genuinely so bored, and Chase is just getting on my nerves. Like, I didn't like Chase from the beginning because I did not like him in Say You Swear, and like, he was okay in Promise Me Not and Trust Me Always, I guess, but in this book he's just such a whiny little fucker, and I'm so done with him. I'm genuinely so done. So sadly this one is going to be a DNF. I can't do it. I tried, I made it 37% of the way through the book, and I can't. So the bookmark's taken out. This is getting sold, but at least I got my diamond painting set up. So this is my storage box. It's got heated rivalry stickers on it, obviously, and my man's Ilya. These stickers are brand new, they came today, and I have my diamond painting all set up, ready for when I want to make a start on it. I also have my little new diamond painting pen, so that's all sorted and ready for me for when I want to make a start on my diamond painting. And now I need to pick whatever the hell I'm going to read next, because I have no clue what I'm going to read next. But yeah, I physically can't do it. It's a DNF. I'm just sad that I wasted an Audible credit on the audiobook. Okay, I'm going to find something else to read. So it's officially the end of Sunday. It's actually now 1 in the morning on Monday, and I didn't read a single thing yesterday because frankly I didn't want to. I just wasn't in the mood to read anything, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I spent the majority of the day sleeping. I didn't sleep the night before, then I went out with my mum to Lidl, and then when I got home I stayed up for a couple of hours and then I passed out on the sofa at around, I think, 1 in the afternoon, and did not wake up until around about 7. So, you know, that was 6 hours, so I can't even call it a nap. I slept for 6 hours. But, you know, I just didn't read anything today because I didn't want to. And, yeah, don't know what I'm going to read next. Have no clue what I'm in the mood to read at the minute because, frankly, reading Keep Me Never put me in a slight slump. That goddamn book. Anyway, that is officially the end of this mood reading vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed mood reading with me for this week. Please like, comment and subscribe and hit that notification bell below so you know when I upload. I upload every Wednesday at 5 PM with a sit down chatty video and every Saturday at 4 PM with a reading vlog. But that's it for today. I will catch you guys next time.